Marina in Minneapolis. My New Yorkers. Hi, Lykyra.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Drop your name and where you're tuning in from in the chat. Hi, Sammy. Yay! Drop your name and where you're tuning in from in the chat. And if you're comfortable, you can share what inspired you to come to this workshop today. If there's something that is feeling stuck for you or a breakthrough you're looking for, again, only optional. Or if you want to write it down in your journal, you can also do that. Started in just a few minutes, so make sure you're comfortable. We're going to be meditating here in a little bit. You might want a pen and a journal so you can take some notes. Yay, Sammy! So excited to have you here. My star student. Love seeing the Fermies on the call. Hopefully you can hear the music. You can chant along if you know the mantra. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing anybody's emails. Oh, Rosie. Love having you in the Kundalini crew. And Kate, taking firm on demand. So awesome. These are coming on. Try to just take this time to get grounded, take some deep breaths, make sure you're nice and comfortable, ready to receive some downloads. Laser can get on audio here. Alright, let's get started. Okay, hello and welcome everybody. I'm so grateful you're all here tuning in from Minneapolis, New York, Lakeville, and Nazar, if you want to drop in where you're tuning in from, would love to know. And let's dive right in. 1 second here. Okay, here we are. Okay, welcome to my very first free workshop. I'm so excited about this. This workshop is all about getting unstuck and finding clarity through consistency. And we've all been stuck. Maybe you feel stuck right now. Maybe you're just getting out of being stuck, or something's going to make you feel stuck in the future. We've all been there. It's part of the human experience. And from my experience, I've found that clarity comes through consistency, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about what that means. And my intention for this workshop is for you to gain some insights. Maybe it's things you've heard before, maybe it's things that are new to you. I want you to get value from this workshop and hopefully take something away from it that you can apply right away, something that you can take action on. And with everything, take what works for you and leave the rest. One special note, if you know your human design, some of us are designed to be more consistent than others and be consistent in different ways. And so I always want you to, no matter what, honor your individuality, honor your intuition, honor what you know to be true for you. I am simply a teacher and a guide, and this is just an opportunity for you to gain wisdom and hopefully take something away that serves you and your soul. And that's what's up, and I hope that you have an intention for the workshop today and that you are able to get some clarity about that during our time together. Okay. All right. So a lot of you know me. Maybe some of you are more familiar with me, less familiar with me. My name is Greta, and this is how I can sum up my work at this point in my life. It's all about getting ambitious babes. I really like to work with people who are go-getters, people who want to create big things in their life, are motivated, have dreams, have a mission. I want to help you ambitious babes get unstuck and help you to reconnect to your power so you can live the life that you were destined to lead. You are a leader. I really believe that I call leaders into my sphere, and I use Kundalini energy, human design, and mindset coaching as my magic recipe. These are the three things that I like to combine together to help people create shifts in their consciousness and ultimately have the breakthroughs that they need to live the lives that they want to have. Okay, so little agenda, so you know what's up. We're going to start with a Kundalini meditation to ground and energize. So I just want to get that high energy flowing through you so that you can take in the rest of the workshop with this elevated perspective. We're going to talk a bit about a vision for your life, what's possible. I want to go into how we get stuck and stay stuck, so we just have a better understanding of what's going on behind the scenes there. I'm going to share a deep dive into my personal story, all about being in and out of stuckness. And we're going to talk about connecting to your spiritual self, what that means, what that looks like. We're going to go into how consistency creates habits. I'm going to share a little bit about my program called Happy Habits, and we'll do a Q&A at the end. And I really hope you'll bring some questions there, because I'm really excited to see what's on your mind and see what this conversation spurs for you. All right. So we are going to meditate. And before I turn the music on, and I'm going to get us in a gallery mode so we can all meditate together, we meditate, or I meditate with using Kundalini meditations. And Kundalini energy is really the potential of your highest expression. We all have Kundalini energy in us all the time. It lives at the base of the spine, and it's all about waking it up. And once you wake that up, you're able to tap into your highest potential. You're able to tap into what's called your destiny. And that's really the path of creating the life that you want to lead versus just having life happen to you. And in Kundalini, we always tune in with the mantra Om, O-N-G, Namo, Guru Dev Namo. That's right here in front of you. And so we're going to chant that 3 times. And I am going to follow that up by a mantra of protection. If you don't know this mantra yet, that is totally fine. Just chant along, soak in the high vibration. And what this mantra does is it connects you to your highest self. It connects you to your channel of wisdom so that you are able to receive the downloads that you need to receive. Okay. All right. So let's tune in. So rub your palms together. Create a little bit of heat between your hands. Bring your thumbs into your sternum, sit up tall, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. If you are on a chair, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, your legs are uncrossed. And if you're cross-legged on a cushion or a bed, just make sure your spine is really tall. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale, sit up tall. Press the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Focus on your third eye. And exhale. Inhale. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale, sit up tall. Focus third eye. Focus on your intention. What do you want to get unstuck from? Exhale and relax. Okay, I'm going to explain the meditation and then we are going to, I'll turn some music on for you. We're just doing short 3 minutes, okay? So this meditation is all about balancing the elements in your body. We are of the earth, so we are made up of earth, air, fire, water, and these tend to get out of balance just by virtue of being a human being. So for example, if you have too much fire, you might be like quick tempered, or you might be a little bit too much in your masculine energy. Whereas if you're maybe have too much water, you could be maybe too in your feminine, or you could be prone to some sort of like depression or kind of low low frequency energy. With air, you might be like really flighty and your mind might be going really crazy if there's too much air. And earth, it could be like you're not able to tune into those ethereal realms. You're not able to connect with some of the higher levels of consciousness. You're just too focused on like money and your job and some of the more earthly things. And this one helps to balance those elements. And when we balance those elements, then we're able to get out of this state of stress. And when you are out of a state of stress, you're able to more so access the neutral mind, the meditative mind. And when you're in the meditative mind, you're magnetic, you're attractive, you're present. And that's when life just happens for you and things just work out in your favor and you're tuned into that frequency. And so I'm going to give you a little taste of that. Okay, so your forearms and elbows are parallel to the ground. Okay, so what's going to happen is some of us are going to sink those arms down. We're going to get lazy, right? So you want your arms parallel to the ground. So this should help you lengthen your spine a little bit more. The thumb tips, all the tips of the fingers are together. Okay, the thumb tips face towards the heart. It's not touching the body. It's about an inch away from the heart. And the other fingers are pointed straight up. Okay, keep your shoulders relaxed, chin into the chest. Now close your eyes and then open them a little tiny bit and look at the tip of the nose. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And you're going to exhale out the O mouth in 8 successive strokes. Inhale deeply. And through the O mouth, exhale. One deep breath in, 8 successive strokes out. And just keep a nice focus on the tip of the nose there. And when you exhale, feel the navel go back and in. Inhale deeply, hold the breath, hold the hand position. Exhale. Now inhale, reach your arms up and shake, 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 shake. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Get the meditation into the body. Shake, shake, shake. Get it into the body with the breath held in. Exhale and relax the arms. All right, nice job. Nice, nice, nice. I love that one. Okay. No. Okay, got to close that energy loop. All right, now back to the presentation. All right, hopefully you feel that energy flowing through you. Okay, so a vision for your life. This is possible for all of us. And I believe this is what we all want on some level, right? It is possible to wake up with excitement and find joy every single day. And even if that, we all have tough days, we all have tough things we're going through, but I do believe it's possible with, even if you're going through something hard, to have some level of excitement about your mission and about your purpose. And I do believe that there is an opportunity to find joy every single day. I believe that you are designed to feel happy and good about life. I believe that, there's a lot of stories around that, life has to be hard, and to get the things that we want, it has to be a struggle, has to be painful. Though I do believe that, we have to have the darkness to know the light, that we, part of life is having struggle. I do believe that overall we are designed to feel happy and good about life, and that is mostly our purpose, is to find a way to enjoy the lives that we have. Your mind and thoughts don't have to be your enemy. I talk to so many people who just, and myself included, where it's just like the mind can feel so disruptive and so challenging. It's just like, can I get a break from these thoughts? And I do believe that you can make friends with your mind and your thoughts, and you can gain command over them. You can feel connected to your purpose in everything you do. And even if you don't feel like you quite are in the exact career that aligns with what you want to be doing, I believe that you can still find a sense of purpose in everything you do and in your life as a whole. And you are here to co-create with the universe. You are not a victim of your life. You are here to live that destiny that I was talking about. You are here to live the life that you want to live, and based on your desires, and that you do have the ability to bring that into creation, using your thoughts, using your mindset, and with knowing how to direct your energy. All right, let's talk about how we get and stay stuck. Okay, I think if you're on this workshop, you have some familiarity of what it feels like to be stuck. I know I do. And I talked about this a little bit in the last slide, but the human experience comes with obstacles. This is, I believe, what we signed up for on some level. Your soul chose this incarnation at this specific time on earth, which is a little bit of a shit show. And your soul is of such a high level that it chose to come onto the planet at this time to spread light. If you are in this room right now with me, this metaphorical room in this workshop with me, it means that you are ready to be the light and to help the planet go into hopefully, this new earth that we are all wanting to create together. But with that is going to come obstacles. And those are obstacles that you chose on some level to experience in this lifetime so that you can grow into the person that you are supposed to be, so that you can achieve the highest level of your destiny. The stuck mindset is a self-imposed limitation. So, you on some level choose the stuck energy, right? You don't necessarily choose what happens to you, but it's an attachment. We get attached to this idea of being stuck. Even now, I struggle with moments of just feeling like, God, I'm here, but I want to be there. And it's that belief of calling it stuck. It is that what makes it stuck. And we do it to ourselves. We, as I said, choose lessons and karmas in this lifetime to experience growth. And everything that we do is an opportunity to learn. And I do believe, of the yogic tradition, that we have certain karmas that we chose to go through to reach the levels of consciousness that we want to reach in this lifetime. But I also believe that you can speed through those with the right tools. And all of this is for growth. And the thing is we wouldn't have chosen to come to this planet if we didn't want to grow. We wouldn't have chosen to come to this planet if we didn't want some kind of challenge. And so I believe that this is the path that we're on. And I think that sometimes just acknowledging that makes the stuckness almost like, I wouldn't necessarily say fun, but in a way you can almost get there of like, oh my God, like, wow, my soul like really wanted to throw this one at me. Like you can almost see it as a little bit more like, if you really do believe that you are an infinite soul on the planet, then, one of my teachers say is like, what's the big rush? We're just, hopefully you get liberated in this lifetime, but you'll probably come back, so it's just kind of knowing that that's the path that you're on and you're on this growth path. It can be a little bit relieving as well, because it's either you're growing or you're staying stagnant and going backwards. So it's like a reason to celebrate. The challenges can be a reason to celebrate. I want to go into the subconscious mind here. And this is really where the teachings that I share are based off of, is that you have a subconscious mind that goes millions and millions and millions of miles in every single direction. And your subconscious mind is, you download the subconscious mind of your mom in the womb is the yogic teaching. And so you have that load to bear as it is. And if your mom, wasn't some high yogi doing Kundalini yoga or what have you to clear the subconscious mind, you took that in. And then you have to think she took on her mom's subconscious mind and so on and so forth. And so you are kind of born with this load. And then with that, everything that you experience makes that subconscious mind grow and gets smellier. It's that whole Yogi Bhajan quote of like, your mind, like you need to take the trash out. Your mind can be just like a garbage receptacle. And we have to think about now with how much time we're spending on social media, like 1 minute scrolling is a ginormous subconscious dump. And the thing is if you don't do anything to clear out your subconscious mind, it starts to stink. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is what leads to anxiety, depression, bitterness. It leads to feeling stuck in any way, shape, or form. And the subconscious mind, it's there to protect you, right? It has a purpose and it wants to keep you safe. And that's why sometimes we get stuck, even like when we're doing a lot of work on ourselves or we are doing a lot of growth, we can feel stuck. And it's like, God, I'm doing all this self-work. I'm doing all this self-care. Why am I experiencing this roadblock? And that's because your subconscious mind it kind of tries to keep you down. This is this whole idea of self-sabotage, right? If you're not doing the proper work to clear the subconscious mind, then you put things in your own way, or things just happen to fall into your experience that kind of block you from that next level of joy or of expansiveness that you want. And so I think when you can understand the subconscious mind and how it works, you are better able to understand why you get stuck, and then of course how to get out of being stuck. And so though it's something you can't do away with, there are a lot of different things you can do to make that subconscious load less grim. Okay, there's also conditioning and belief systems. You are just running on a narrative, whether it's like something as simple as like, I always break out over my period, or you have to work 8 hours a week to be like part of society, or everything is a belief system. And our belief systems are often born out of conditioning to be a certain way, either by our parents, by our peers, or even things that are trending. Like there's obviously conditioning now about aging. There's so much conditioning about aging and how it has to be so hard to get old. And there's conditioning that is good for some people and not good for other people. And that's where the whole human design comes in. It's like, we're kind of all designed, or we're all conditioned to sort of run on the generator's work ethic and energy, and not everybody is designed to work in that same way. And so a lot of us get stuck because we're kind of trying to fight against who we actually are, and we've never really slowed down enough to ask the question of like, well, who am I, or what works for me, and what is an alignment for me. We just kind of go, trying to get approval, trying to reach, trying to fulfill this, these demands and these expectations. And that's actually doesn't resonate with your true soul's purpose or how you're meant to be in the world at all. And we sometimes get and stay stuck because the universe course corrects. And this is just like one of the most beautiful teachings, I think, is sometimes things go wrong and we run into challenges in this stuckness because we are out of alignment, and we aren't in the right career, and we aren't in the right relationship, and we aren't taking care of ourselves in the right way. And so we start to feel stuck, or things start to get harder, challenges come our way because the universe is actually trying to get us back on the right path. So that is what I believe how we get and stay stuck. I think it's a combination of all of these things. And I can't see the chat, but if you want to like chime in, I will get to it after the presentation. All right. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey. And I loved this trending reel or TikTok about the teenage dirtbag. Don't look at mine right now, but it is on my Instagram page. To spiritual seeker. And so, I grew up, I had a very lovely, wonderful childhood in a small town. And just when those hormones hit, it got really, really hard for me. I just never really felt like I fit into that town. And I really wanted to change my consciousness, and I think I was a little bit bored, and I did always have this drive to kind of know more and see the world differently. And so naturally that led to smoking weed, different various drugs and alcohol. And underneath that all, I was a spiritual seeker. At the time, I was into all different kinds of religions, from Hinduism, Buddhism, witchcraft. My mom will tell you about, my broomstick and the whole deal in the backyard, all my rituals I was doing back there, because I was just really trying to find myself and find who I was. But in that, it became, kind of an addiction to substances, not only to try to find some sort of revelation, but also to ultimately connect with myself. And I think that eventually turned into numbing. And long story short, I eventually did end up in juvie for 5 days. I ran away, and it was a whole thing. And what happened was, because I went to juvie, I got kicked out of sports. And so, which, makes a lot of sense. So when I got out of juvie, I wasn't able to participate in like anything at school. So what I ended up doing was I found the one yoga class offered once a week in my town. I was like with people my mom's age, and I started taking that class every Tuesday. And it really took only like one or two classes to realize like, wow, I am meant to be a yoga teacher. My relationship with my parents who put me in juvie was really tarnished at that time. And so through that learning yoga, I just it awakened a feeling of gratitude and awakened like I never felt that before. And I never felt like what it meant to like really love and appreciate my life. And that is when I decided to become a yoga teacher. And once I moved out of my parents' house and I moved to Minneapolis, I was on this journey of seeking approval, of just like wanting to be good enough, wanting my parents to approve of what I was doing and approve of my life. And I just was feeling purposeless. Like I just didn't know why I was on the planet. Like I had this drive and this wanting to do something with my life, but I just like I didn't know what I was on the planet for. Like I just didn't feel like I was connected to what I was supposed to be doing. And again, now I'm in, college. Now I'm out of the house, continuing to look for answers in substances as a combination of, trying to find some kind of spiritual revelation to just simply numbing out and not wanting to feel the pain of not knowing my purpose. And it was just kind of this dance of using substances to either numb or find answers. And somehow I ended up in a Fortune 500 company and was like the least myself. I was in a cubicle. I was just, now I'm like really down on myself because I don't know why I'm here. And meanwhile, I'm starting my business, starting to write blogs, starting to share a little bit about my journey. And that eventually led to a sales job where I was doing outside sales, and I just could not, being the human design that I am, being a projector, I just couldn't keep up. And this is when I got on an Adderall prescription, and I got very, very addicted to Adderall. And it did kind of give me this sense of purpose. It gave me this sense of, having something to do and having energy and, dreams of grandeur. And I was just trying to keep up. And what eventually happened is it turned into this addiction that was just kind of scared me, because I remember having thoughts of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be as confident as I am on Adderall. I don't know if I'm ever going to be as smart. And I just started to envision myself in my 30s and my 40s, like continuing to have to be on this prescription. And if you're on this drug, like, no, this is my story, right? This isn't about you or this drug in general. This was just my thing. But it wasn't in alignment for me. And as Rosie on the call would say, it wasn't on brand. And I was like, I have to get out of this. And long story short, I was supposed to go to Florida with my now fiance, and that flight got canceled multiple times because of a snowstorm. And I was like, I got to get the hell out of Minnesota. Let's go to Los Angeles. So we went to LA, ended up in a Kundalini yoga class. And that was it. I connected to something that I had forgotten. I connected to a lineage and an energy that just made my soul sing. And I signed up for teacher training pretty much right away. And after doing teacher training and committing to a daily practice, I was able to basically, all the habits dropped away. Like anything that wasn't right for me anymore, anything that was out of alignment just started to drop away. That charge, that addiction, that needing, that constant headspace about thinking about what I was going to consume, or even the obsession with my purpose, just started to melt away. And I started to understand that why I was on the planet and why, what I needed to do and what my role was. And through Kundalini, through doing that practice every day, I was led to other things. Instead of being, a match for some of these darker things, I became a match for some of these lighter things and these other kinds of teachers and modalities, one of those being human design. And once I learned my human design, I was able to then mold my life and my choices based on that. So Kundalini was really like the gateway into leading me to all these other things, because at that point, then I was so in touch with my intuition and in touch with my true self that I was then led to things. Whereas before I was so focused on the drugs, so focused on trying to find my purpose, that I wasn't available to gain these insights or connect with these things. And that's where the clarity came from. It's the practice that doing that every day connected me to my soul, which then was able to draw me towards the things that I was meant to do. And it's not perfection. It's clarity. It's not perfection. It doesn't, just because you have clarity, just because you know where you're going, it doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean that, every day is amazing, but it means that even when I have those hard days, I get on my mat and I meditate and I connect to that energy. And I know that even if the rest of my day sucks, and even if I don't do anything else productive or good that day, I did my practice. And so I continued to move my mission forward. I continued to stay in the line of Dharma and the line of destiny. And that is what that practice gave me. And that's what led me here to sharing what I've learned and experienced. I'm so lit up on what this has done for me. And though I still have a long way to go, and I still am hard on myself, and I still often feel behind and stuck myself, I know that I'm at a level where I do know why I'm on this planet. And I do feel a charge and an energy and a motivation and a joy that is a kind of a constant baseline energy, that though I do flow in and out of good and bad days like everybody, I'm a human. I think I have found something that has really, really, truly helped me stay connected to not only my purpose, but the purpose of the planet and why we're here on Earth during this crazy time and this transition into the new Earth, the Aquarian age. All right. So I want to talk about what that looks like. And this is the biggest point, is connecting to your spiritual self. So you have the little you, right, that has all these problems, right? Like we have the anxiety, we have the worry, we have the fear, we have the lack, the scarcity, and that little self too is the one that is anything ego based, has the body, has the friendships, like anything that is like of the earthly realm, right? That's the little you that we often overly identify with. And then there's the spiritual self. That's the big self. That's your soul. And that is the soul that is connected to all other souls and connected to the planet. And that is your spiritual self. And the daily practice is all about merging the two, connecting to your infinity so that you can use that energy of your limitless self to direct the little self. So I believe it's that relationship that is the most important relationship in your life, and one that needs your attention every single day. Once you're able to connect to that, you are able to make the choice to get unstuck. And that is a choice that the limitless self kind of comes in and says, like, we're done with this. Like, this is a phase. I always like to say, we got to think about our problems as phases instead of identities. We don't want to identify with our problems. We want to think of them as a temporary thing that we're going through. Okay. And this is one of the biggest things that has helped me on this path of getting unstuck. This is an Aquarian Sutra. There is a way through every block. And I use this from computer issues to road construction to just anything that's not working out, anything that makes you feel stuck, is just this connection to your spiritual self that says there is a way through every block. I am figuring this out. I might not have the solution right now, but there is a way through every block. And when you connect to that energy of there is a way through every block, you open up the doorway for solutions. Claiming that in and of itself, and you can say this to yourself all day long, like anytime you're in a struggle point, just say, there is a way through every block. There is a way through every block. There is a way through every block. It's a mantra that you repeat to yourself, and that is what allows solutions to come through. The last point on this is it's all happening for your highest good. So knowing that even your stuckness, even the darkest of days, even the most challenging thing you're going through, it's this belief, and the belief is a choice, that it is all happening for your highest good. And when you choose to believe that and see that, even in your pain, even in your sadness, you know that you are supported. God, the universe, whatever you resonate with is good. And that is connecting to your spiritual self. That is connecting you to who you really are and what you really are. I believe consistency creates happiness. Okay. So your habits define your happiness. So what you do every day, that daily practice is going to tell you how happy you are or how unhappy you are. So if you're wondering why you're not happy or why you're not enjoying your life, take a peek at how you're spending your time. And you might be doing all the self-care things, but maybe it's you're on your phone too much, or you're comparing yourself to others too much, or maybe you're living in a city when you should be living in the country. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can look at with that. But it's this quote, Annie Dillard, I think, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. So, if you want to make a change or you're not happy with where you're going or what's going on, you just have to look at how you're spending your time. That's going to reveal to you where you're at. And again, consistency, consistently connecting to your spiritual self, to that limitless self on a daily basis is what's going to give you continued clarity. And it's that continued clarity of connection to who you really are, that continued clarity of empowerment that you do have the ability to create the life that you want to live. And I believe it's this consistent daily practice that does ultimately create happiness, sustained happiness. With this, some of us, like I said in the beginning, are designed to be more consistent. Some of us, we really do need spontaneity in our days, more so than others. But choose something you can do every day. I started with a 3-minute meditation. That was perfect for me. That was something that was doable. That was something that I could do consistently every day for weeks, months on end. And then I got so much out of that I was able to grow from there. So choose your path, whether it's Kundalini yoga, whether it's, plugging into some kind of teacher, prayer, whatever it is for you, choose something, start small, and then you could always add on. But don't, if you don't have something you're doing consistently right now, don't beat yourself up. Just start small. Don't give yourself too lofty of a goal so that you end up feeling disappointed. Commitment breeds success. I think the commitment in and of itself is the success. There's something that's just gives you such a beautiful confidence about committing to a daily practice. There's something about the commitment in and of itself that says, you know what, I care about my life and my soul and my consciousness and the planet really enough that I am committing to doing meditation every day. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have a minimum. My minimum is 3 minutes. No matter rain, shine, whatever. If I can't do it at the beginning of the day, I'm going to do it at the end of the day. I'm going to do it at lunch. I'm going to connect into that frequency every single day. That is success. And as we know, success is an endurance game. And it's the people that, it's that whole thing. It's like, okay, you did your meditation for 3 years and the thing you wanted didn't happen. Well, what if on 3 years and 5 days, that thing would have happened? It's like so many people give up too soon. And I think that's really important with success is you just have to keep going and you just have to continue to stick to your commitment because that's where success comes from. Okay. Whoo! How are we doing? Take a deep breath and just let's soak that in and just sit up tall and take a deep inhale. And exhale. And just soak that in. And if any questions have come to mind, I invite you to drop them in the chat now or just sit with the experience, or maybe you even want to write down like 1 or 2 points that really stood out to you or that really resonated with you today. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about my program and what I've created, and then we'll get into the Q&A. So I created a program called Happy Habits, and we have amazing Sammy on the call. She's in the program, and we're just loving our time together. And this is a 3-month container. I really believe that it does take that long to really set the tone for the life you want to create. It's again, gives you that enough time to create that consistency and see those changes over time. Happy Habits is an investment in your happiness. And I think that's the greatest investment you can make. It's a one-on-one mentorship program. So it's just me and you. And it's a great opportunity I love just working with mentors. I'm always investing in mentors and coaches. And it's allowed me to quantum leap in my life. It includes a customized human design reading, and that is what helps to guide the mentorship and to guide the way that we move forward. Because like I said, we're not all designed the same way, and not everybody should be mentored or coached the same way. I don't come into the calls with a plan. We work through what you're working through real time in the moment, and then we use the human design to kind of reflect back how to stay in your alignment. You get a customized daily practices and meditations. You get a huge toolkit of different strategies or prescriptions, so to speak, like a medicine cabinet, if you will, full of different things you can do and access at different times. You get follow-up emails with all the journaling prompts and different things at the end of each session so that you can then save those and go back to those over time. It's 12 sessions. So even if you can't do it every single week, we just make sure there's 12 sessions if it goes over the 3 months. You get unlimited support, whether that's voice to voice, texting, whatever you prefer. There's unlimited access to me. There's goal setting and achieving. So far, all the clients that I've worked with, are trying to either break some sort of habit. It's usually breaking a certain habit. And my approach is by adding a new habit in and giving you such a new high frequency that the old habits fall out. It's not a white knuckling approach. It's not like a strict quitting of something. It's just adding so much goodness in that other things kind of start to fall away, or they lose their charge, or you have a different awareness about them that you can't do them in the same way. And as mentioned, there's journal prompts and reflection. So I think that's really like the water element, right? It's being able to look back and see your progress and reflect on what you're learning, because it is a lot of big energy, and it's important to kind of document that along the way. And, of all things, it's major breakthroughs and growth, that it's you doing it for you. Though I'm a guide, I always promote, you are your own teacher, you are your own guru. And I'm just really guiding you and giving you the tools to save yourself, to love yourself more, to accept yourself more, so that hopefully you can really truly step into your power and step into your high destiny. All right. Q&A. Do we have anything? Nothing in the chat box. Do you have any questions about anything or anything you want to share? Well, I know a question that often, okay, the 3-minute practice is the balancing of the tattvas. That's the meditation. Balancing the tattvas. The tattvas are the elements. I can send it to you too, Rosie.
Greta, I meant what was the 3-minute practice that you started with every day?
It was the addiction meditation.
Cool.
Yep. I started with the addiction. That's where I like to start most people. That's really the one that's my goal. If I can't do anything else, I'm doing the addiction meditation. Okay, Erin, what does your daily Kundalini practice my personal practice? Well, my personal practice is right now, and it has changed a little bit, is I do 11 minutes of Gyan Chakra Kriya, which is like this one. And then we start with Ego Eradicator, 3 minutes, then 11 minutes of Gyan Chakra Kriya, addiction meditation, 3 to 5 minutes, fists of anger, 3 minutes, cat cow, 3 minutes, Sarabandande, 6 minutes. And then right now we're doing clarifying the subtle body for 11 minutes. But I like to do all different kinds of things. And when I can, I like to throw in a 31-minute meditation, or if I can go to a full class, that's really where the juice is at. Anybody else have any questions? I know for me, when I got into this, my question was like, how long is it going to take, or when do I want to see results? Oh, I love it. And I really think, I hope you guys could all feel something after that meditation. This energy moves really quickly. And so It's a process. Like the meditation is, it's interesting because you can have these really like amazing highs from it, but it also does bring stuff up and it makes you shed skin. It makes you kind of, it is going to have certain things fall away. And not everybody is always ready for, you have to know if you're drawn to the Kundalini energy or not. And not everybody's always ready for it because it is very powerful and it's kind of the future. Yogi Bhajan said, like, in 100-300 years, like everybody will be practicing Kundalini yoga. So we really are the pioneers who are bringing this frequency onto the planet. Yes, I would love to host a retreat. I have in the works, in the dreams of doing something that's like a Kundalini and acupuncture with my friend Megan. And yes, so those are kind of some common questions that I get, and feel free to drop anything else in. Danielle is going to drop in the application for the Happy Habits course. She's going to drop it in the chat, and I'll follow up with you guys with an email as well. If you are interested in continuing to go deep with me, or you just want to get on a call, if you fill out the application to the best of your ability, it doesn't mean that you're like automatically in the program, but I will get on a call with you and talk things through. I also do customized human design readings, which I would love to do for you. And that you can just send me an email, and Danielle will drop my email in the chat. And look forward to more workshops. I want to do an intro to human design workshop. I want to do an intro to Kundalini workshop and go a little bit deeper into the practice, and also it would be a physical practice as well, just to get into some of the more detailed aspects of that. And Erin, my fiance who's here, hello, we are going to do a workshop or something where some kind of like Kundalini couple, or kind of an insight into how we have grown in this together. And his story is pretty incredible, of some of the subconscious garbage he's gotten out of to where he is today, and the success that he's experienced in his life. And thanks to me. Yeah, so that is that. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll continue to go on this journey with me. I'm on Instagram. I try to share content as multiple days a week that's full of value, and I just have big dreams to continue to share these teachings and help people get unstuck and experience their truth and experience the power that they really have within them. And so I'm just so grateful for all of you to be here. And let's just close it out with we have 3 minutes here. So let's just close again with just a very short meditation to just ground it in, and then we can leave on like a super high. Okay. So let's take our thumb and pointer finger together. You can just place them on your lap. Oh, Sammy, month into the mentorship, and it has been amazing. You are amazing. Yeah, Sammy has done it 30 days, has over 30 days now, has done her practice every single day. So very proud, very proud. Okay, so Gyan chakra, sit up nice and tall, chin into the chest, feel your feet on the ground, or if you're cross-legged, just sit up nice and tall. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bring your awareness to your third eye now, and see it like a movie screen. And see an image of you so happy, so healthy. See yourself exactly how you want to be, with the career, with the health, with the body, with the relationship, with whatever it is. See it. And now start to feel just grateful. Align with that version of yourself and start to feel so grateful that you are who you are, and that you've achieved all that you achieved. Like, oh my gosh, I did it. This life is so great. It happened for me. Start to almost awaken the thoughts and the feelings and the sensations of that version of yourself. Feel your heart just expand and open, and see yourself so bright, so pure. See your aura expanding in all directions. And claim now that you are starting fresh, that this is the first moment of the rest of your life. And that you get to take this workshop and everything that you learned that resonated with you, and you get to apply it. And you get to step into the truth of who you are. And now just give yourself a hug, just like hold yourself and just give yourself a hug. Take a couple deep breaths here of just like, I'm so proud of you. You did it. You are enough. And everybody inhale together. Give yourself the tightest, most loving squeeze, just like you're hugging just the best of the best. Exhale and release. And bring your palms into your heart. We'll close with 3 set downs. Take a deep inhale. Satnam. 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 Infinite blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Please stay in touch. Email me if you have any questions. And I really hope to see you at a workshop soon. And I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you so much. Bye.